Hello there, Dan the Weatherman here. Hey, welcome to my weather show, the New Zealand edition, taking a look at our weather for the week. It's going to be a different week. Of course, this is the equinox week, equal day, equal night. That's when the weather starts to get a bit more oomph into it. You know, we get more gales, we head into autumn, more stormy weather. We're going to get some wet weather this week, or at least some of us are. I'll show you what's going on. This is a satellite showing the Tasman Sea, Australia. Where you see yellow and orange, those are the bits of cloud. And I put on the lines. Those are the streamlines showing you how the weather systems are being pushed. And in this case, that's a swirl of low pressure sitting to the west of New Zealand, and it's not moving. The reason why, the low is cut off, and there's areas of warmth, one here, one there, blocking it. A bit like having a fence, and you just can't get through. That's going to sit there for most of the week, and you think, well, haven't we seen this before? Yeah, but this is at least a good rain chance. This is showing the same thing, but taking the satellite off. That little area of red is quiet, chilled out weather. Blue shows the cut-off low. That's New Zealand. This is how we start the week. Low pressure spiraling in. That's the middle part of the week. Low pressure still spiraling in. This could be some significant rain for the north and west of the country. I know we need it. That thing there, these things don't move until they get something to push them out of the way. A bit like bowling balls, you know, boom, you finally get the balls to move. Wednesday it's there, and then whoosh, it all goes through. So the weather changes by the end of the week. Next weekend we could have a big bend, a big area of high pressure, warmth in the atmosphere, quieter weather. But until then, the weather is slow to change. So high pressure, they're blocking this guy who, remember, is spinning, not moving. That's Monday's map. Wet weather raincoats, much of the North Island. Rain could be heavy, thundery at times. Auckland, Bay of Plenty, and wherever you see some green and some yellow. Far south, Dunedin, Queenstown, you've got a pretty good looking start to the week. No problems. Northerly flow means the air's coming from up there, so temperatures for many of us probably to 20 or even middle 20s. Tuesday, what's changed? No, nothing, right? The low is still stuck. It's not moving. You'll get little bends of rain. There'll be little spells of rain across the upper North Island, maybe some thunder mixed in. The Bay of Plenty will really cop it. Lower North Island may not get as much. You can notice that bend of wet weather, almost like an arm being thrown out from a mad octopus. That's a bend of some wet weather down across the South Island for Tuesday. That gets as far south as Otago, so say Christchurch down to Dunedin. The far south, Invercargill, Queenstown, probably still dry. All of us in a northerly flow. That means most of us seeing some 20s. By Wednesday, yeah, the low's still there, isn't it? Hasn't moved because the high is just blocking the brick wall. There's more wet weather. In particular, those yellow areas there, you see more significant rain coming into the Bay of Plenty. 100 to 200 millimeters of rain. Low is still there, getting a bit more ragged at the center, meaning it's starting to open up because, do you remember our other circle here? That's going to push this guy out of the way. So it's a car stuck in the mud for 3 days, and then it finally gets motion and moves through. There you go. Thursday we then get a southerly with a real bit of wraparound wet weather. Lower North Island. Most of the wet weather of this week is across the North Island. Notice a new front to the far south. That's probably Thursday. You will have had a weak one on Tuesday. That's the only rain to the far south really. And then the beginnings of the new high to come in. One more little flick of wet weather there to hit the far south, and we're still dealing with that low even by Friday, but this time it's a cooler southerly, so most of us seeing maybe upper teens to the far south, further north still into 20s, and the big area of high pressure, building in with a southwest flow for perhaps next week. And we'll see how things go, because you know timing can change, but that'll be quite a week. That will be significant rain, and you take one look at the areas of red and purple. That is 100 to 200 millimeters of rain, and spot them. There they are. There's a swathe. Bay of Plenty, maybe Central Plateau, right the way down to parts of maybe the lower North Island. But Auckland, you had such a dry March. Many spots in the North Island have a really, really dry spell. This could be wherever you see some red, 50 to 100 millimeters of rain. Really useful rain. The far south, Queenstown, parts of Otago, and maybe even parts of Southland, you'll be lucky to get 5 or 10 for the week. So a real contrast because of the stuck low. That's some wet weather, but at least after that goes through, you got high pressure going into next weekend. That's the weather for now.